Looking into set play success of Rangers in recent times under Scott Fry's set play analyst, you can see a few things from Rangers, and it's the importance of any set piece coach, set piece routine is the signalling for the corner. So simple arms up can mean a number of things. Arms up can be the signal for players of which type of delivery you're going to create, which type of set play you're doing, and the arm drop, as we've seen regularly now, is the timing for the players to move. You can see Fernandez just start to move out a shot there, wins a header, should do better. It's going to be so important. So here's Meghoma signalling single arm up, so that's him telling him what type of set play is about to happen. He does not put an arm up. Now the importance for this is the trigger for players to move. The players inside the box are as important as the delivery, although without delivery you're not getting a goal. With no signal, players don't move. So Fernandez hadn't started his move there, and you will now see after Rangers get the next corner, Fernandez and Moore are both clearly communicating that error to Meghoma. Now in this scenario that doesn't land. Rangers are about to take their third corner in quick succession against St.Mirren, and Meghoma does not signal for the short corner. It's a quickened routine because Rangers have now hit two corners in quick succession against St.Mirren, so they want to try and disrupt them, maybe move them without them knowing. And it's a great delivery then from Meghoma, and when you've got a 6'3" midfielder that can attack the ball, it's a great header and a great finish. But you can see in the Aberdeen game yesterday, if we look at the delaying tactics first, this seems to be something I'm seeing increase under Scott Fry, and it's something Arsenal have used a lot of. Actually seen Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka being booked for time wasting at their own corners, which is interesting. So as they're walking over, that's giving players time to wander up. Meghoma makes the first signal with his two arms, but you can see multiple players aren't looking at this point. But it's interesting to see that Scott Fry has probably identified the fact that in the St Mirren game 10 days earlier, Meghoma wasn't signalling for which set play was coming and wasn't dropping his arms on time. So Meghoma's arms are now up, players can now see him, players are now set, and on his arms dropping, players will start to make the movements that are required for the eventual goal the Rangers score. Goes on the overlap, as it's moved, Chamiti's coming around the front, Askar's coming around the front. It's a great delivery, it's great movement, it's quick, short, sharp, but it's really interesting to see that those types of methodologies are being imprinted. I want to look a little bit at the delaying tactic that I mentioned, because it seems to me that it's something that's increasing with the Rangers set plays, not massively, but I think when you have players showing for the short corner, it can frustrate the person that is the nearest blocker. What it'll also do with the delay is it'll frustrate players inside the box, because they'll be a bit nervous about the set play coming in. They want to get the set play defended, they want to get contact with the player they're meant to. Now in this scenario, the referee actually makes it worse by getting involved and creating further delay as Rangers are setting up. And considering Aberdeen have already conceded a set play at this point in this game, and there's already been a chance for a second phase set play, the players, the goalkeeper, are probably increasing with anxiousness, and I think that is something, the psychological side, we don't necessarily see playing on this when teams have a set play coach, and when teams start to get headlines for being good at set plays, the defending team will start to panic a little bit, and that can increase problems to deal with that. A great delivery again, and great header from Nico Raskin, and I think that's something to really highlight, is without good delivery, you're not getting set plays. So you can create all the best routines, the best signals, the best delays. If players don't deliver on the pitch at the time, you're not getting goals and you're not getting chances. This is the opening goal from that game. Again, a keeper wants to come and get involved. He was done earlier, and I think it helps when you've got a 6'4" centre half that can attack it. Now this was Scott Fry's first match, and Gassama was injured in the build up to this corner. There was only 7 seconds between Tav putting the ball down and taking the corner, and I've seen an increase in that to about 5, 6, 7 seconds longer for corners from the minute it's spotted. So I don't know if that is something that's been influenced or that's something that's just happening without design. With Rangers, I very rarely see this type of play. This is a disallowed goal from yesterday. We're almost in the halfway line here. Both centre-backs are into the box. I haven't seen Rangers in my time. I don't remember it outside of maybe big European games until Scott Fry's came in that we would be putting balls into the box in this. But again, I think it helps when you've got somebody like Fernandez, who's a bit of a cheat code in the air. Now the free kicks, I've noticed a real delay in the last 2 games, and almost identical scenarios for Nico Raskin and almost identical scenarios for the free kick taker. Spotted, you're looking at 20 to 22 seconds from the minute it's put down. Agreed that it's going in the box. Rangers players are set, the referee is allowing this to be taken. Rangers are ready to go. But the delay, I think, just starts to cause anxiousness in players that are defending. They're concentrating on the line, they're concentrating on the markers, they're worried about when it's getting taken, when they need to move. There's that arm signal again being dropped for when Raskin needs to start his run, and that helps time being offside from free kicks. And this is just an exact replica, almost an exact same scenario in the game against the exact same opponent, which is really interesting because it means even with the information at hand for their analysts and their coaching staff, they still don't seem to be able to solve the problem of what Rangers are doing from set plays. I think this will just increase as the weeks go on.